think you hear it less.
You only really hear it when we're talking because it has like the kind of like the active cancellation.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we should be good. But it's like
I mean, last time we
audible.
had it like this, I think you couldn't even hear it.
I think we're good.
Okay.
So I think Ozzy wanted to talk about a penis cake.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to talk.
I heard something about a penis cake.
I said I was looking.
And it piqued our interest.
I said.
Are you going to a bachelorette party or?
No, I'm not. I said I was looking for someone or a place that makes penis cakes, or what is it? Erotic cakes?
Erotic cake or bakery.
Wherever they make those cakes.
You're still not explaining the non-penis part.
I'm getting there. So I'm looking for a place like that because I want them to make a brain cake.
So you're just gonna cut off the penis, leave the balls?
No, I'm not. No penis involved here, okay? All I'm looking is for their artistic skills in making decorative cakes.
You know what's funny? The other day, I don't know if we can plug this, but whatever, we're plugging it. It's an old show.
Yeah.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I mean, I don't know if anybody is. We have enough viewers for even.
I mean, yeah, but I'm practicing. I'm practicing for
for it.
when there's more people. Anyways, it's an old show. I don't know if you've ever seen it. I don't know, Frankie, if you've ever seen it. It's called Curb Your Enthusiasm. It's with Larry David. I think I've told you about it. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's like one of the classic like comedies. Anyways, he goes to a party, and they have cake there, and he eats the cake. And they're like, "Oh my gosh, this is the best cake ever." So the guys whose house it is, he tells them, "Oh, I got it here at this one bakery."
Oh, I think I've seen this before.
And then he goes to the bakery, and it's an erotic bakery.
Yeah.
And you just see like a vagina on the wall, and then like it's this big black dick as a cake. It was a chocolate cake, and they're like, "We can't serve this at the party."
Yeah.
How's this gonna happen to you?
They're gonna totally miss my my what's it called?
Instructions?
Yeah, my vision or my design, and I'll be like, "What the heck is this?" Because this is for my mom's 1-year anniversary.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for their artistic
Well,
skills.
explain of what?
Okay, yeah. So this is for my mom's 1-year anniversary of her brain surgery from her epilepsy, and what's it called? So we're gonna celebrate it, and because she's been seizure free ever since. And I'm looking for their skills because I feel like that would be the best place for them to do like a brain cake, and then
I mean, there's something that's very similar to a brain. That they already
no
make.
Penis involved, okay?
Testes,
no balls,
I
no
mean,
testes, okay?
you're gonna tell me that skill it does not translate into brain cake.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying testicles specifically.
Okay, maybe I don't know if they want to put like if they're doing wrinkles.
That's the point.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not a cake person. I'm not a cake designer. I'm just thinking that's the direction I should go.
No, I agree. I don't think it's a bad idea.
Because I can't go to like to a superior and be like, I need a brain cake, and they're gonna give me some like I don't know some 2D. You know what they're gonna do like the pictures. You know they can put the pictures. They're gonna
Like
put
a
that.
super minimalistic.
Be like, no, what the heck? I want some like
They're just gonna put some squiggly frosting on there.
yeah, and I want like a 3D shaped brain. So, and this is gonna be like
So you want one testicle?
zero.
A
I
really
want a brain.
long oblong testicle.
I want a brain, and
With a piece out?
yeah, with the little piece out.
They
And
take a little piece of her brain out, so that's the joke.
yeah, and then I want it like next to that cake, and then other thing I'm still
On the side?
Yeah, on the
With a
side.
scalpel there too?
Yeah, I'm still working on what exactly I want to do, but I'm looking for that. This is gonna be like a $300 cake or something. I don't even know, honestly.
It's worth it though.
Yeah, it's
It's
totally
worth it.
yeah.
It's worth it.
But I'd say I don't even know what the cost of this cake is, but
I mean, it totally depends on like what you plan on having in it. If it's just like a basic like sized cake, like a 12-inch, kind of round, and you just like,
12-inch what?
a
12-inch what?
a 12-inch round cake, like
A cake. What, Frankie?
it's just like a basic
These
cake,
are
like a
not for
tres
us,
leches or something. Like you're not gonna
Yeah.
be spending that much.
Tres leches. You want more than one leche. I don't know about you, Frankie, but the penis cakes I've seen are only one leche.
yeah. But if there's any cake people that I need, or if maybe there's a whole world of cake designers.
No, there's first off, there's 1,000% chance of there's a whole world of erotic cakes.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, there's a world.
Yeah. But
Just
if
go on
there's,
Yelp.
but is there like a world where they make like custom cakes and stuff like that?
I mean, yeah.
But like,
I think
but are they
most.
good? like I'm not looking for like some kid cake, you know. Like I want some
Like go to
detailed ass
Northgate.
cake, you know.
Yeah.
So we'll
I
see.
mean,
how
yeah,
that
there's
comes
definitely
out.
there's definitely people out there.
Yeah,
That's
but
it.
but see, I
Possible.
don't know if these people work at like a cake bakery or
No, I think you like yeah, if you go maybe like Yelp or something,
yeah.
and then you know type in cake.
Cake dick. Cake. Yeah, basically cake dick.
Dick cake.
No, cake decorator.
Make
Yeah.
sure
Like,
make
just-
sure you're not on. Make sure your safe search is on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
filters
make-
to
make
the
it
max.
strict.
Yeah,
Yeah.
make it as Mormon as possible.
Yeah,
You know, but it's super. I mean, unless you want to dig through the
yeah,
the other pictures and websites. Be my guest. I'm just saying, if you want to go straight to the cakes,
yeah.
maybe you should turn on some filters.
Nah, we'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys updated on what I find.
Now, okay, I think we're talking about the cake for so long
Mm-hmm.
because Verstappen won the race, and there it is. Our episode is done.
Yeah, pretty much.
That was the Red Bull ring,
Time to give him the
Austrian
the
GP.
dick cake.
That's it. There we go. That's F1 is done for the week.
Yeah, from start to finish, everybody predicted Verstappen to win, and Verstappen won.
Next
Came
week,
through.
Silverstone. He's gonna do the same thing, and then after that, what is it?
Hungary, Budapest.
He's gonna do the same thing. I think we could probably record all our episodes today.
Yeah. So
All right, this is today, Sunday, Silverstone GP, Max won. Take one. All right.
Max qualified pole. Max takes the victory.
Yeah, okay, no. Hello, this is the Austrian GP recap. Max won again.
This is now in the future. Hungary Grand Prix. Max won.
I already took care of that one.
Oh shit. Okay, this is the next Grand Prix after that one.
This
And
is
Max won again.
this is Brazil. He has now been champion for 6 races, and everyone is just chilling.
That's it.
No one else is racing. Just him going out there.
It looks like it.
Honestly, if Max, you know what they should do? They should just, as soon as Max wins in like 3 races, he wins the world championship. They should just give Danny the car for the rest of the season.
They should, right?
Yeah. 'Cause
Or they should just, yeah, that sounds like a better idea. I thought you were gonna say like they should just take out Verstappen out of the race.
see that, and you know what? And we
But
can
Danny
see,
is a better.
and
way.
then we can prove, which is not obvious, obviously it would never happen, but we could see if they're messing with Checo's car.
we could
Because if Danny all of a sudden starts winning every single race,
like 30 seconds ahead.
yeah, then we know something's up.
Yeah,
Which, let's be honest, even if they're messing with Checo's car, they're not messing with it that much.
yeah.
Where he can't even get, he hasn't gotten to Q3 in the last 4 races, something like that.
Mm-hmm. I think it's 4th. I think today was his 4th time. I feel like this one he was a little bit unlucky because the freaking FIA.
The stewards were card happy, were trigger happy with the track limits, but
Yeah.
still, like,
like I know, like Frankie, I know for sure. Like, have you ever you've seen Naruto before, right?
Yeah.
Remember when they're taking the tuning exams and
Mhm.
they're taking the test and they have the proctors on the side?
Yeah.
This is how these freaking stewards, the FIA, were like that. Any little freaking centimeter off and bam.
Like that's a
Yeah.
card.
Freaking track
There
limits,
was,
time deleted, penalty, and stuff like that.
how many? 8 to 10? I can't remember the number. It was like
Penalties?
8 or 10.
Yeah.
8 or 10 track limit penalties handed out.
So my question is, like,
What?
does this happen at every track, or were today they were just on a different level? I mean, I understand if they're over the line, and that's
I
track
mean-
limits.
At this point, you ask, is this a fundamental issue of the track?
Yeah,
Like, okay, maybe move the line a little bit. Because obviously you, like, I think Toto was like, well, you should just let them go wherever they go like they do in NASCAR. And then if you watch Coda's NASCAR race, there's no track limits there. They were all over the place. And I think we should have track limits because then obviously you can just go wherever you want. But now when you're handing it out that frequently, either you change the rule a little bit for that track for you. I mean, and it's like in anything, it's up to like your interpretation, right? And if the stewards that weekend are like, no, we're going strict.
Yeah,
And it's like, well, then what's the point of that? There was, like I said, 8 to 10 5-second penalties handed out.
I think they should do it on certain corners. I think on certain tracks they pick. Oh, okay, this one.
Yeah,
for
no,
sure,
no, no.
Track
They,
limits.
no,
You know?
they do that. But that's what I'm saying is like, okay, if they really want that corner to have track limits, but then that's happening. Okay, move the line a little bit, or give a
change
little
the
more,
track?
or like say, okay, you can't be with like. I mean, obviously this is a lot harder to see, but okay, you get one tire width from the line, something like that, so that you're not handing out so many penalties. What is the point of all these penalties?
Yeah, it was stupid.
And then, not even to mention the ones that didn't get penalties for apparently doing the same thing.
Because then at that point, like, say if everybody else in front of you got penalties, and then you're just kind of chilling, you can go straight up to the top.
Yeah.
If you're right behind them.
It was.
So it kind of beats the purpose of like racing hard or
Yeah, it
trying to
was-
even overtake anybody.
Yeah.
But that that was the highlight of the whole weekend.
I mean,
The
yeah.
freaking track limits, and then what's it called? I guess on the sprint when freaking
The sprint looked.
Checo and
better.
Verstappen, what's it called? Looked like they were gonna have a Nico and Hamilton moment right there.
Yeah, but they didn't.
Yeah, I like how the media, as soon as that happened, they try to blow it up, and then they brought it down. Like
Yeah.
Verstappen and Checo were like, "Oh,
Yeah.
it's just what happened. There's no reason to blow this up and stuff
Yeah,
like that."
I mean, and for the most part, I'm pretty sure that's most racing incidents.
yeah,
I mean, you see the ones that get out of hand, but like I think most racing incidents are like, okay, whatever, that just happened. They're mad for that, race or whatever, and then they get over it and
they get
or
over it,
whatever.
yeah. I think the racing has been. Let's be honest, the racing, like the past few Grand Prix hasn't been the greatest for them. Exactly. Where any little thing happens like that, any little drama, and everybody just wants to grab onto that and run with it.
I
You know,
mean, I don't know
They're
what
grasping for anything.
they are because
I don't know what they got to do to. I mean, so boring.
it is. And
Um,
supposedly there's regulations where we're gonna make more exciting racing, but with Verstappen being so dominant, and then what's it called? The racing, I guess, on the other down the midfield is okay, right?
Yeah, it looks okay.
But then it makes it pointless, huh? Because it's like this guy's gonna win.
The thing is, they need to make a Formula Zero for Verstappen. He can race in Formula 0 and leave everyone else in Formula 1.
Yeah,
Because everyone else, like, if you see Checo and Alonso, they're pretty tight battle
yeah.
for second place. Last year, same thing. It was a tight battle between Leclerc and Checo.
What do you think
for
makes
second.
What do you think makes Verstappen so good that he's so dominant? Like 30 seconds winning ahead.
I don't know. I mean, Hamilton went through the same period.
So you think it's strictly just car based? Like you think he really has like little to do with that pace that he's driving at?
I don't think he has little to do with it, but I mean, it's just the car. The car has a lot to do with it,
and it's so tailored.
and it's like
towards him.
tailored. Yeah.
Because he's so good and so confident in himself that even at that last pit stop,
That was
the team telling him no, and he's like, "No, let's
that's,
do it."
That's like on another level of humiliation for everyone else on the track, because this guy goes, "I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna risk 25 points
for this
for 1 point.
Yeah,
I'm gonna risk. Okay, maybe not 25 points. Maybe he doesn't go all the way to 11th.
yeah.
But
points.
he's risking a huge chunk of points. Which what's worse, that he does that? That he's doing that risk because he's so far ahead, or he does that risk because he's so far ahead on points that he doesn't care if he loses 10 points here, only to get that 1 point to be like, haha, I got everything.
That's
he's
like
just
so bad.
He's out there on
dude.
Sunday cruises, man. He doesn't do anything.
I'm pretty sure he does something.
I'm saying, like, you think he's even like nervous?
There's no way.
And I think the thing is it's not even fun. I don't think it's fun for him.
No.
No, because I don't know. I read this. So I don't know if he said it. I saw somewhere that he said winning like this is not going to keep him interested long. Like he wouldn't go for the 7 world championship tiebreaker. He wouldn't go for the 8 if it was like this. So I don't know.
Because it comes back to like a personal thing. He's not being challenged, you know.
Yeah,
If
like
you're not
that.
being
You win like
challenged,
that.
you're not
dude,
really
what the
growing.
heck?
You know.
Oh.
I don't know. What did you think, Frankie?
The little you saw.
I mean,
How much did you see?
Probably.
You saw Verstappen win. You saw the whole thing.
Yeah, that was
If you,
basically.
If you saw the first
don't-
lap
I
and the
mean-
last lap, you saw the whole thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
you saw it.
Yeah, he's gonna get bored really quick. I mean, I think technically anyone is, unless you just like someone just does not give a shit and they're like, I win. That's all I want. But like he definitely looks like he definitely is one of those that wants like the challenge, wants to actually like race people and not be like.
This
first
this dude's
every day.
crazy. There's I think you saw it too, where there's like I don't know if it was a documentary or whatever, where they ask him what he does in his free time, like during the off
I
season,
saw
things
that,
like
yeah.
that. And they were like, yeah, what do you do? He goes like, I sim race. Like, and he's like, yeah, you know, I lose seconds here. I'm trying to improve in this portion of his sim racing and all this stuff. And he's like, I'm like, dude, take a break, chill out.
Yeah, like he goes from going racing
To like
go
racing.
racing on his like spare free time and stuff like that.
Well, it's because he just wants more of a challenge.
Well, that's what
and
I'm
he's not
saying,
getting
is
that.
like-
It's
If he's not being challenged, you're not improved. Like,
It's
is there
hard.
much of an improvement from beating everyone from 15 seconds to 30 seconds? Like, yes, there is, but I'm saying in yourself. Like, are you that much more proud of yourself that you beat everyone by 30 seconds rather than
I don't-
15 seconds, which is already a ridiculous amount of time?
Yeah, I don't think so. It must be so hard how like he doesn't get like lazy or relaxed or comfortable, and how he still has to push forward and to get those extra and become faster and faster. That must be so challenging because he's beating everybody so bad. How does he keep like pushing himself to go even faster
I don't know, dude.
if you're already winning by 30 seconds ahead? You know.
So Ferrari screwed up their signs.
Oh, they did. That sucked, huh?
I was honestly shocked that they didn't switch positions at the beginning of the race.
Uh-huh.
Because, okay, if you go out there, you agree, okay, you're allowed to switch positions only if you can start cutting that gap to Verstappen.
Mm-hmm.
And then if not, you switch back. It's as simple as that. If your team, and this is a big if for Ferrari, if your team is working as a team and you tell, hey, Leclerc, you guys are going to swap positions. And we've seen this many times with teams, you know, we'll swap positions, and if it doesn't work out, they swap back. Give them the time. Give them the swap.
Yeah, give them the
At
spot.
least see what Carlos could do.
Yeah. I think they need to rely more on Carlos and give him more of a chance, cuz I think he's proven himself a lot. Look at during qualifying when he was
That was impressive.
that what exact
That
one
was
lap.
really impressive.
His team's telling
Oh,
us
that brings me to my next. Brings it to a point I have.
he's going. They tell him like, "Oh, recharge your battery." And he's like, "No, I'm not gonna recharge my battery. I'm gonna go basically off my skill."
What's crazy is that he has to get to that point. And I thought he was gonna say, "Screw it, I'm gonna fight Leclerc. I'm gonna go for second place." At that point, because and then later he got super screwed
Yeah, he got super
on
screwed.
the pit stop under safety.
Exactly, and I like how I feel like Leclerc does it sometimes, but Sainz he challenges, he questions the team so much, and most of the time he's right on his
Yeah.
like decisions, you know. So he's not a stupid guy.
Yeah,
He's just
honestly, I was shocked that they didn't swap positions. Just see, okay, they were like, yeah, you know, he has the advantage of DRS, so that's fine. Give it 2 laps, 3 laps, see what pace he has. And they didn't do it. I was pissed. I mean, that was the most exciting at the beginning of the race. I was watching that because I was like, dude, give him anyone but Verstappen. Give him the chance to at least chase him down.
chase him exactly.
And then Leclerc just holding him up.
Yeah. And I'm surprised Sainz didn't even get that mad after he got screwed. It sounded like he didn't even get
I
that
don't know.
mad.
Maybe they didn't play the messages.
You know what messages they did play?
Maybe he just so like, yep, that's how my Sundays go. Like,
yeah. Here we
as
go
soon
again.
as at first they don't swap positions, we get stuck, and then he gets absolutely shafted on the freaking safety car
On the
pit stop.
safety car.
I felt so bad for him after that.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, that was bad. Anyways. Well, this is a thought I had.
Uh-huh.
So, you know how they keep screwing with the sprint
Yeah.
and they haven't got it? I think the sprint qualifying, they call it a sprint shootout.
Yeah.
Well, it should be a shootout. You get 1 lap,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's it.
Mhm.
Like maybe 3 qualifying sessions.
Yeah, like Q1, Q2,
Yeah.
Q3.
Yeah, but
But everybody just gets one.
you get one lap. You get
one
one
lap.
flying lap. See what you got.
Yeah.
Just I think actually it would take longer than regular qualifying, but I think it's like all right, you got one lap, you warm up one lap, you get one flying lap, and let's go.
Mm-hmm. I think that would be a good idea, but I bet you what's gonna happen is there's gonna be traffic.
No, but
People
I
are
mean
gonna
that's why I
mess it
think it would
up.
take longer
Uh-huh.
because you would have
Everybody
to
gets
wait. You'd have to
One
you'd-
car on the track. Then
Yeah,
you're saying.
it would essentially be maybe like 1.5 cars on track because by the time that car is, you would have to time it. That's what I'm saying. It's almost it would take longer than.
So you're
regular
saying
qualifying.
the shootout should be like then every team or car gets a window. You need to be on the track at this time,
Maybe yeah.
and what's it called? And if you're not within that window, well then, ni modo.
No, I think it's just everyone gets one lap. Like you line up, and this guy gets his warm up lap, which is why I think it would take longer. Obviously,
Uh-huh.
it's 3 full laps
Yeah.
that car has to take, right? Because they got to take their warm up, their qualifying, and then their cool down
Mm-hmm.
to come back around. So that's what I'm saying. Like it would take too long. Maybe you could overlap their cool down with the warm up of the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I think it would take too long. But I think it would be interesting. It's a shootout, you know, like pull out the guns, you know,
Yeah.
quick.
I think that's a good idea.
I mean, how much time would that take, like in total? Approximately.
Maybe if we do one session, everyone gets one lap, one session, and then they place you. Then it wouldn't take as long. But if you take it to 3
It would
sessions,
depend. I guess it would depend on how what the lap times are, huh?
yeah, it would because like even a fast lap is not you're bare. What is there a track that's sub minute?
No, I think this one is like the closest
Like
sub
yeah,
minute
it's like
because this one the closest one was 104.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So there's not a sub minute. So say there's 20 cars, 20 minutes just for one lap. That's 3 laps non-overlapping. That's you push up the time right to 120 on the cool down and warm up.
Mm-hmm.
That's 4 minutes per each car. 4 minutes per 20 cars is 80 minutes. So that's
So it's
why,
not too bad.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
It's not too bad.
I mean,
it's
that's
not
if
too
they're like
bad.
also like back to back and like not really.
yeah. That's
taking
no
much time.
overlapping.
Yeah.
That's no overlapping laps. Yeah, I mean, I guess you like I'm saying you could overlap on the warm up and the cool down, so you could do that. Formula E used to have kind of like a shootout style qualifying.
Mm-hmm.
They don't. I mean, they had now they don't. Now
They have the
they have the playoff.
yeah the
now.
playoff thing where they like have one person versus the
Yeah,
other.
but see, that's just I don't know. I think it's something to look into
Yeah.
because
Well,
I think it should be a different qualifying than the regular qualifying. At least, I mean, like a different method.
it should because it's just another. It's like literally the sprint's just a little mini race, you know.
Yeah.
Why is it even isn't a sprint like from one point to the other, not like a circle?
No, it could be a circle.
Oh, it can. Oh, okay.
A sprint just means you're
Like going as fast as you can, like
yeah.
to
Oh,
get
okay.
there.
It's not a drag race.
No, because I'm just thinking because like a Need for Speed, they used to be like they used to call it like a sprint would be like from one part of town to the other part of town.
Yeah,
Was
but
the checkered
remember in
flag.
high school when we would do sprints around the track?
Yeah, I
It
guess
was
so.
a sprint was a lap around the track as fast as you could run.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Well, that's a good idea that you bring up though. So you should probably call the FIA, hit them up, send them a text or
all right,
an email.
that's two
Well, they should be
That's-
watching us
that's
right
two-
now.
Yeah.
again, and we've seen some of our ideas being low key taken on the races. I don't know the fastest lap we saw that for like 3 weeks after that.
Uh-huh.
Then when we mentioned the fastest lap should go to anyone so that the back of the pack does a little racing at the end. We saw that for like 3 weeks after that.
Yeah.
Coincidence? I think not. If anyone gets that reference.
Did you see that? What's it called? Hollywood is going into Formula One.
So there's these two assholes out there that I think I don't know, maybe with the vaccine they chipped us or something because they've literally been living our lives, our dream lives. Freaking Rob and Ryan
Yeah.
first,
Wrexham.
soccer, which has been, we've talked about these.
Well, their
these
idea
daily-
of it. Their idea of they're bringing up
Oh,
a
that
little
that
team,
that
you know?
already.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Let's dissect this a little.
we're gonna shift to our I was gonna say our future podcast, if we ever get there,
Yeah.
on a soccer one, which is probably something we should be talking about more, considering we know way more about that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, growing up, us two played FIFA manager mode. Screw that Ultimate Team BS. All right. And we'd always choose the worst team on like the 4th division,
Half a star. Yeah.
the worst players in the league,
No budget.
$0 in the bank, and we would over years in FIFA years,
Yeah.
which is
Video game years.
video game years, nothing like dog years, way more video game years in 1 year.
Yeah.
We would move those teams up through the ranks, through the leagues, eventually winning the Champions League.
Mm-hmm.
And they took our idea.
Yeah, they did. They made it. They're doing it right now.
They're actually doing it.
They're actually doing it. Bringing up a little team like you said, and they're bringing them up to their first big step up to the rank. You know, we'll see how long that continues. But their first major step.
But imagine being part of that, like just doing that step.
Yeah, I mean that's
like
already,
just that step alone to me would have I was like, all right, I could die now.
Just in the time they did it because they
2 seasons.
Yeah, 2 seasons because the season before they were close to doing it.
They were close. But to be fair, when we were doing it in FIFA, we didn't have Hollywood money in FIFA.
No,
we didn't have Hollywood money. They had Hollywood money.
Yeah, they got some players that helped them boost it up.
I mean, yeah. So
now
they're we've created an interest in another sport. And we talked about, wouldn't it be cool if same thing, we hit the lottery, we create the next Tesla, any way we could become billionaires. Well, all right, wouldn't it be cool? We got a little soccer team. We got a little F1 team, little IndyCar team, some sort of racing team. And these assholes, they come in and just take.
Yeah, dude. So they invested into the Alpine team, and I think Alpine sold like 21% of their stake.
I saw like 24, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, I don't know if Alpine was. I thought Alpine was kind of well off for them to be spending like.
I don't think
not Ferrari or Mercedes money, but I thought like some pretty good money into their cars and stuff that they needed investments or something.
I don't know with the budget cap, like how much does that help?
I know, that's what I'm saying. I was like, if they lowered, because they lowered the budget cap.
Either way, they're owners of an F1 team.
Yeah, part owners. Yeah.
I don't care if I'm helping out. I'm there at the week. I'm at a race weekend every week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm flying from my private jet from the game in the morning, Wrexham game. I don't know how far you have to drive to get to an airport from Wrexham.
I know. Wrexham?
It's probably a very long drive from Wales to wherever their nearest maybe. I don't know. I think probably like Liverpool or something like that's closest to them. Manchester. I don't think they're like. I literally have no idea where it is. I think I saw a map once, and I think it's there.
I have no idea.
I don't know. To be honest, I have no idea. So, anyways, they're living our dream.
Freaking Ryan and Rob, right? Huh?
Rob.
That'd be cool if they make another series off that. I wonder what their thinking is on this one, because this one is totally different than bringing up a whole team up. Like, are they thinking like, oh, Alpine's gonna be world champion or something, or
I don't know.
They're gonna be fighting for the top?
I have no idea. I don't know how you make money in F1. No. I don't know how you make money if you're not winning. I don't know how you make money.
I don't know.
Merchandise maybe, but it's not like Alpine's a big money market, team.
I mean, their only thing is because they're Renault freaking team, so they have that whole side of it. Because they're kind of like a mini. I looked at them at like a mini Mercedes. Because they power a lot of like the lorries over there in Europe and stuff like that.
I like that lingo.
And what's it called? Nice. And now Alpine is coming out with like cars and stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure they're not going to be selling as many cars to be funding the F1
Okay, but
team.
what car manufacturer is the best in F1 right now?
Mercedes.
A freaking energy drink.
Oh, you're saying the F1 team?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So who cares if they have a car, an actual company that's building cars? Apparently, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, but Red Bull makes money off Red Bulls, though.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
That's what I'm saying. Like, where does Alpine make its money? That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
Alpine makes
I
its
know.
money from its
No,
like,
but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can invest in F1 and get a return on investment.
off the team.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know. I wonder how teams make a money. Like, is it
It's
strictly
probably
off the
for, like,
championship?
anything.
I mean,
Like,
you make money.
Okay, they probably have what merch.
They get merch. They get
They
TV.
sponsors.
They
Oh,
Yeah.
get
but then
TV. They get
there's
sponsors.
also ticket sales from there, so I'm assuming everyone gets some sort of cut.
Yeah,
there's, like,
everyone
so
gets
much,
cuts.
like-
Everyone gets like the play depending on how where you finish in the championship.
Yeah,
you
where
get you get money that way. But I don't
But-
know. Maybe with the budget cap, it's easier to make money. But
Yeah.
before, if you were like, okay, you could easily run up the biggest bill ever and then still lose money. But these people, the people who are doing this are like, I don't care. I don't lose millions of dollars. I got billions of dollars to
That's
spend.
true. I mean, I'm pretty sure now F1 is probably making the most money it's ever made before, huh? Because and we see like every single Grand Prix is getting sold out or is jam packed. The food's like charging up the ass there. So they probably see it's a golden opportunity right now.
I guess there's has to be a way to make money.
Well, we need to get like a financial accountant over here of an F1 team so they can explain. How the hell you guys make money? Because when I hear that F1 costs this much, an F1 car costs this much, this wing costs as much of a house over here in LA, and that's not LA's expensive as fuck.
And it's completely like disposable. The wing, like if it breaks, fuck it, we'll get like another one thrown in.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
So if you guys can let us know in the comments, like at least, or want to hop on the show, you're more than welcome.
I don't know.
Good day for Checo though.
There's
Or Matt. I think it is. I think it's a stepping stone in the right direction after the horrible qualifying.
This
he's
is a
had.
fluke.
The fluke?
It's a fluke of a race for him.
I hope not.
It's
dude.
a fluke.
I hope not. You think the championship's over?
Oh, it's been over.
Really? You're giving
Miami
all
was
hope
done.
You're what?
Miami was finished.
Yeah. So your bet from Vegas is over?
I forgot. I told Oz earlier when we went to Vegas, we made bets. I was gonna bring on the slip. Yeah, the bet slip. What is it?
Yeah.
I was gonna rip it up on camera. $40 down the drain.
Don't invest in that.
Don't invest in Checo.
Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Tragic news.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Unfortunately, we lost a racer this weekend.
And again at Spa.
Yeah, Spa once again.
And at that turn.
Back at Eau Rouge. And
Turn was it turn? I think it's turn 2.
Eau Rouge is like turn 3, I think.
Yeah.
But anyways, I mean so I heard two sides to this, right? I heard that corner needs to be taken out, like they got to do something about that corner, or they got to take Spa out completely. And then I also heard, what did I hear? I heard Max. I forgot what Max was saying about that turn. That's like, it's not the turn, something else.
Oh really?
Yeah, he was saying that. Oh, I mean, because it was super wet, and so he was like, I don't know why they went out to race in those conditions.
Oh okay. So
Which-
it wasn't that the turn had something to do with it, but
Which I don't know.
there were still other factors in it that made
Okay,
it
but
worse.
how many times in the video game have you thought I killed myself if I was real? I mean,
shouldn't be
okay,
laughing,
it's
but-
not laughing. Like
yeah.
honestly,
But
that's a tough
I'm
corner.
laughing because you're right.
Yeah, I know. There's so many times I've driven on there in the video game, right? And my hands are sweating when I'm getting to that corner. If I'm in first, my hands are sweating when I'm getting to that corner because I'm like, I can't. Like that corner is a flat out corner.
Yeah,
it's a flat out.
And I was about to say right now in the video game, it's like you can't. It's like you honestly don't want to go flat out.
That's what I'm saying.
Because you
In
know
the
you feel
video
like you're not
game-
gonna make it.
In the video game, I'm sweating, shaking, scared of that freaking corner. It's one of the most iconic corners in F1, but it's like it's a scary corner.
It is.
In the video game, I won't go flat out on that corner. On a sim, I will not go flat out because I lose my lead. I know I cannot do that corner flat out. I know if I go flat out, I'm losing it into the wall.
Yeah, and since you're saying like you're going flat out, you're going so fast, and you can lose it really easily.
So unfortunately,
Someone did.
we lost a racer, a young guy. I can't remember his name, but yeah, some sad news. And I don't know. I mean, F1's made a lot of headway in safety, but I mean that's two racers in the last what?
Like 5 years.
I mean, 3 in the last 10.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think it's like 3 in the last 10 years. So I mean, old F1, that's not even a number to blink at.
Mm-hmm.
But in modern day, that's something to take to consider. And I'm not sure if there's if in the last 10 years there's been another tragic accident like that anywhere else.
So would you want to remove the corner or you remove the track completely?
I mean, I wouldn't want to remove the track. It's such an iconic track. But then again, like looking at that where that corner is, like I don't know how you like edit that corner.
For me, I think it would just be like remove the track, so then it shows like in memory of those drivers, like okay, like we've learned from like these drivers and from their lives now, like that this is not safe, and just remove it completely.
Yeah, maybe.
That would be my best decision.
Yeah.
Because only in F1 or only in open wheel cars, I think that's happened, right? That like
What?
Like there's been big incidents like that.
I mean, I'm pretty
You think
sure.
another ones have happened?
Pretty
like
sure
that?
rally has probably a lot. I know. I mean, motorcycle is Isle of Man, that race on the island. Like they lose. I think every year someone dies. At least one person.
That's crazy, and people still sign up for that thing, huh?
Dude, that thing is the average speed is like 180. It's a ridiculous 190 miles an hour is the average speed around that island.
Jeez, that's insane.
Have you seen videos of it?
Yeah.
Like if you just keep the camera there, those guys are just flying.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess I don't know if that counts as open wheel. It's open wheel. But yeah, I don't think it's F1 is special in that way. That
yeah.
I mean, motorsport is just a dangerous sport.
Yeah, of course. I mean, everything has its risk,
Yeah.
But those guys are some daredevils to be doing that stuff.
Yeah. Anyways, I think that's enough for this week. We said this was going to be short episode F1. Gone, I think.
I know. It's because you keep yapping, dude.
I keep yapping? You start talking about penis cakes.
I didn't talk about penis cake. I said, is there, what's it called? Do you know anybody who makes penis cakes?
Were the words penis cake not just coming out of his mouth?
Okay, erotic cakes.
Either way, the word penis cake came out of your mouth first.
Well, like Jeremy Clarkson says, on that bombshell, we'll end this episode of The Full Beans. Signing out.
See ya.